From Spillane Field in Wareham, Massachusetts, it's the battle of the top two teams in the Western Division, the 8-6-1 Wareham Gatemen against the 7-6-1 Cotuit Kettleers. Gabe Genovesi here with you alongside Jonah, Karp, and these victory for Cotuit. So before we get into this matchup, before we break down this game a little more, go over some numbers, go over what's at stake tonight, we'll go through last night's game, and it was all Cotuit from the beginning.
It was an 11-3 final. The Gatemen did manage 8 hits, but Cotuit really had it from the get-go. They put up 4 runs virtually from the beginning. Well, they scored in each of the first 5 innings of the game, put up 3 crooked numbers from innings 2 through 4. That's going to build you a pretty sizable lead, and that's exactly what they did. And Reed Johnson was able to work with a pretty large cushion early on, and he took advantage. He pitched beautifully yesterday. 5 scoreless innings, gave up just 2 hits, 0 earned runs, only struck out 2, didn't walk any, but Reed Johnson with a marvelous performance on the mound.
It was the exact opposite for the Gatemen pitching staff. Will Fleming, the starter, went 2 innings, gave up 4 hits, 4 runs as well in his worst performance of the season. He took the loss for Wareham, and it didn't really get any better from there, did it?
No, Eric Torres ended up exiting in the middle of an at-bat. We hope everything's okay with him, but no pitcher went more than 2 innings yesterday for Wareham. Michael Webb gave up a run. Jack Anger came in, gave up a couple runs. Torres left after giving up 4 runs, and Will Fleming also gave up 4 runs. No one was really able to shut the door at all during the game for Wareham on the mound. And, it prevented any sort of, I guess you could say, any sort of comeback opportunity for the offense to make, when the pitching is constantly giving up runs. But, it was a good day in the batter's box for Cotuit.
Yes, it was. 11 runs, 14 hits yesterday for the Kettleers, led by a man named Nick Gonzalez.
Nick Gonzalez was awesome. He went 4 for 5, almost hit for the cycle, not quite. Missed out on that last at-bat, but he reached base 5 times, also walked, had 5 RBIs, and he hit an absolute moonshot that set the tone for the ball game. So Nick Gonzalez is red hot and perhaps the hottest hitter right now in the league.
Yeah, last 6 games, Nick Gonzalez 14 for 24. He's been on fire, and that's a kid who, out of New Mexico State, had one of the best seasons collegiately, as he was top 5 in several offensive categories throughout the nation, and he's come into Cotuit. Kind of struggled to begin the season, but 14 of his now 19 hits have come in the last 6 games for the Kettleers, and he'll stay in that leadoff spot tonight for Cotuit. Again, a game of the top 2 teams in the Western Division, the 8-6-1 Wareham Gatemen against the 7-6-1 Cotuit Kettleers. Okay, we're going to break down this one throughout the next 20 minutes or so before the 6:30 first pitch tonight at Spillane Field. But first, Addison van Patten caught up with Michael Webb, who pitched in last night's game before today's game.
Addison van Patten here with Mike Webb. Now, Mike, you made your Cape Cod debut last night. Tell me a little bit about it.
So I got hot actually the day before, but I told Coach Weinstein that I was still ready to go, and he's like, he gave me the ball. So I was excited. Game sped up on me a little bit, but I was still glad to be out there and can only go uphill from there.
What was it like playing for a full bleachers there at Cotuit?
It was good. It's we typically don't get that as many fans at Rhode Island College, but I mean, there's a lot of people out there. But I had a lot of my family to support me, which is great. Try to help the team get a win. I know we were down a little bit, but it's still good to get out there, and I'm excited to be there. Now,
you pitched 2 innings. You had 2 hits. You had 3 strikeouts. 2 of those were Ks. What is it like to come out here and show Weinstein what you're made of? Like you said, you were ready early.
Yeah, so, I mean, all I can really ask for is the opportunity. One of the things he mentioned to us before, which I liked, was we're not really playing against the competition. We're kind of playing against the game. And I just took that into consideration and didn't really try to think about anything else except hitting my target. So.
Now, you're one of the older guys here on the team, so is there any sort of leadership position you're going to be taking in the bullpen?
I think as of now, I'm kind of absorbing more information than really leading. I think being a follower in a type of situation where there's a lot of guys who've had a lot more experience in a higher caliber play, from a follower standpoint, it's kind of good to take in information, just sit back and listen rather than lead. But obviously it's good to lead by example at times, and I think when that time comes, I can fulfill that spot.
Now, Ian Bedell is our starter tonight. He's seen Cape Cod talent. He's seen those batters before, but he hasn't faced Cotuit. Do you have any advice to give him or anything he needs to be looking out for?
Well, Ian's doing really well so far. I think if he continues his attack and hit pitches to wherever his target is, works on his off speed well, then I think he'll do just fine.
Okay. Thank you for talking with me, and we'll chat again soon.
Thank you.
Thanks, Addison, as Cotuit and Wareham are set to do battle once again here today. Michael Webb, despite the pitching struggles for this Gatemen squad yesterday, he didn't do too bad in his first appearance for the Gatemen.
No, Michael Webb, I mean, I guess you can call him a bright spot. You know, he went 2 innings in his debut, only gave up 1 run, which was the fewest of any pitchers.
Well, and the 1 run was a balk, is why I say that.
Right.
Is why I say that.
Yeah.
So only gave up a couple of hits, and then the 1 run was just a mental error on his part.
And he had more strikeouts than any other Gateman pitcher. He had 3, which, you know, it's not a bad debut.
No, not at all. 3 Ks in 2 innings as Wareham fell 11-3 last night. They look for some revenge tonight. Okay, we're going to go to break, and then on the other side of the break, Javik Blake, Ryan LeMay are going to take you around the Cape today on the Gatemen Baseball Pregame Show.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
Welcome back inside the GBN Pregame Show. Javik Blake alongside Ryan LeMay, taking you around the Cape, everything you missed yesterday, which was a jam-packed full of action across the Cape, and what to look forward to tonight. The Wareham Gatemen will take on the Cotuit Kettleers, the second half of a home-and-home series, Ryan.
Yeah, some great games last night, and once again, we're in for a good matchup tonight with the Wareham Gatemen, so I'm looking forward to it.
So we'll look towards last night first. The Brewster Whitecaps beating the YD Red Sox by a 7-4 final. Matthew Mikulski getting the win. Getting the loss was Ian Seymour. Brewsters 1 through 4 in their order, though. Fantastic on the night. 6 for 17. 5 runs, 6 RBIs, 2 walks, a double, and 2 home runs.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great pitching performance by Seymour for Yarmouth, but it wasn't even enough because of how good Brewster's first 4 guys in the lineup were. So there wasn't really much they can do about that game, but we all know YD has a very good lineup as well, so I think they'll bounce back from this game.
And even though Brewster's 1 through 4 in their lineup really crushed the ball last night, it was a pitching duel for most part of the night until the later innings. Matthew Mikulski, 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. Seymour on the other side, even though he got the loss, he pitched fantastic last night. 5 innings pitched, 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 1 walk, and 9 strikeouts. He really killed it.
Yeah, I think both teams had a great pitching performance, and both these teams are going to be really good for the rest of the season. I think it's going to be a great race to see in the Eastern Division for Brewster to see what they can do, and I'm really looking forward to see what both these teams do going forward.
And you had Orleans beating Harwich by a 5-1 final last night as well. Owen Schartz getting the win, Jacob Palish getting the loss, and Darson McCarville getting the save. McCarville, though, what a night for him. A 12-out save, no hits, no walks, and 4 strikeouts as well to go along with really a marvelous performance to close the door for the Firebirds.
Yeah, you don't see 12-out saves often in the Major League, let alone in the Cape League, so that was really cool to see last night. And honestly, Owen Schartz, maybe one of the best performances we've seen this summer on the Cape for any starting pitcher. He was fantastic last night, absolutely lights out. Really good performance for Orleans.
Falmouth and Bourne playing as well. Falmouth taking home the 3-0 victory in that one. Franco Ailman getting the win, getting the loss was Sean Harney. Zachary Brzicki getting the save as well. But the big thing for Bourne last night, 7 hits but no runs and 5 men left on base. Falmouth pitching really excelled in that one.
Yeah, that's kind of the trend I've seen right now for last night's games is really good pitching from everyone in the Cape League, it seemed like. But, yeah, for Bourne to get shut out like that, it's not a good look. But, I mean, Falmouth, you can't really – what are you going to do when you have 5 men left on base? It's really not – that's not how you're going to win games.
Not exactly a recipe for runs,
No,
not a recipe
yeah,
for
it's not a
success.
recipe
And
for
when you
success.
put a 0 on the scoreboard, not a recipe for winning either.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the final game on the Cape last night. All the way out in Chatham, they beat Hyannis 6-1. Luke Barnicki getting the win, getting the loss was Samuel Thorenson and Alex Terral, who really didn't do a whole lot when the Gatemen played the Anglers. He had a big night, 1 for 3 in the night, but a 2-run home run really springboarded that 4-run third inning for Chatham that led to their 6-1 victory.
Yeah, Alex Terral, maybe he didn't do a lot against Wareham, the game we saw, but you could obviously tell this guy has a lot of power in his bat, and he's a very good player. So this doesn't surprise me at all, and really good win for Chatham.
And he was part of the Miami University
Yeah.
starting lineup, and this year they just mashed baseballs all over the place.
Yeah, he had a really good year in college. A little bit slower start to the Cape this season, but now he's really getting in the full swing of things, so expect more of this from him going forward.
And as we look towards the games tonight, first off, it's Stony Brook Field at 5 o'clock. It's the YD Red Sox at 8-5-1, second place in the Eastern Division, taking on the Brewster Whitecaps at 8-6-1, part of a big 3-way tie for second place in that Eastern Division. Boyd Vanderkoy getting the start for YD. For Brewster, it's Chandler Josniak, and what a good matchup that'll be.
Yeah, Boyd Vanderkoy is still one of my favorite names in the Cape. Awesome pitching name, but should be a good matchup tonight. Good, 2 good pitchers and 2 of the best teams in the Eastern Division, so we're looking forward to it.
And for Boyd Vanderkoy, he's trying to get that ERA down. 1-1 on the season, but a 6.75 ERA. He's hoping to hold Brewster to not a whole lot of runs early in this one, give YD a chance to win. And for Chandler Josniak, he's 0-1 on the season, but the ERA is telling a completely different story. 1.74 is the ERA, only 2 earned runs given up in just 10.1 innings pitched.
Yeah, not quite sure how he's 0-1 of a stat line like that, but I'm sure we'll see something good for him tonight.
Harwich and Orleans playing as well. Harwich just 1 game under 500, but that Eastern Division jam-packed per usual. They sit in 5th place in the East. They'll take on an Orleans Firebirds team whose pitching staff has shined throughout all season long. They're at 8-4-2. That game starts at 5:30 in Eldred's Park. Carson Seymour getting the start for Harwich. He's 0-0 in the year. 4 innings pitched in 2 starts with a 4.50 ERA. Jared Schuster getting the call on the bump for Orleans. He doesn't have an earned run in 8 innings pitched.
Yeah, I mean, both these teams had a pitch and duel last night, so it's going to be more of the same tonight from these 2 guys. And Jared Schuster for Orleans, he has been absolutely phenomenal, and he's definitely one to watch going forward.
Bourne playing Hyannis as well. Bourne at 5-8, 4th in the Western Division. Hyannis just 2-11-1, 5th place in the West. That game starts at 6 o'clock at McKeon Park. Ryan Cusick getting the start for Bourne. He's 1-0 on the season. Only 2 earned runs in 8.1 innings pitched. Billy Corcoran getting the start for Hyannis. He has a win on the season, one of just 2 for Hyannis in total. He has 3 earned runs, but it's all come in 5.1 innings pitched.
Yeah, Cotuit and Wareham are obviously the gold standard right now of the Western Division. Bourne is currently sitting in 4th place. If they keep losing games, they're gonna start falling back and maybe lose a grip on the playoff scenario. So they need to get there. They need to get going against teams like Hyannis and get these wins when they need them.
And the gap between 2nd and 3rd place in the West is absolutely gigantic. The next
Yeah.
team that we'll talk about, the final game in the Cape tonight, is the Falmouth Commodores at 5-6-1. They only have 11 points, and Falmouth, they're just struggling to get wins, but the gap is huge between 2nd and 3rd in the West.
Yeah, it's the complete opposite of the Eastern Division. In the Western Division, there's obviously 2 teams that stand out, and the rest are this kind of on the bottom half of the league table overall. So this is a big game for Falmouth against Chatham, maybe to prove themselves and get back in the win column. It's been a while since they've got their last win.
That game starts at 6 o'clock at Arnie Allen Diamond down in Falmouth, Massachusetts. Chatham at 8-6-1, 2nd in the East. Falmouth, their record 5-6-1. Colby Kubicek getting the start for Chatham. The Anglers will what to call on him, try and get that 9th win of the season. He's 1-1, but only 1 earned run in 10 innings pitched. Control's been a little bit of an issue, 5 walks and 7 strikeouts, but he's going to hope to right the ship. Get Chatham another win tonight, get 2 games back-to-back wins for the Anglers. For Falmouth, it's Cameron Mulginski, who has 1 start on the season. It was against these Wareham Gatemen, 4.1 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, a walk, and 7 strikeouts, but he hasn't pitched in almost 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, knock on wood. I thought last night would be spoiled by rain, and I thought tonight would be spoiled as rain as well. But looks like things have cleared up, and hopefully we get some baseball in time. We're looking forward to it.
Beautiful weather here at Spillane Field. Gabe and Jonah, after this break, will break down the starting lineup, starting pitchers, what to watch, and finally, words we love. First pitch from Spillane Field, 6:30 on a beautiful Sunday night in Wareham.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a club host that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners. One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment. Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
You're listening to the Gatemen Baseball Network, home of the defending champion Wareham Gatemen.
From Spillane Field in Wareham, Massachusetts, opening day, Cape Cod Baseball League.
Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi with you. Pleasure to be your eyes and ears for the broadcast.
Addison Van Patten here with manager Jerry Weinstein for the Manager's Show. And here with Brandon Fott. Now, Brandon, you got the win for tonight. It's an 80% chance of rain here in Wareham for the rest of the day, and the Gatemen have been forced to move inside to take BP in the cages.
Ground ball back up the middle, past the glove of Fetterman and into center field. Andrew Thomas comes home to score. Cam Guangarena right behind him, and Chad Stevens pulls in at first base with a 2-run single.
Hard ground ball up the middle, a base hit into center field. Rudick rounds third, he's coming home. Nits an RBI single for Cam Guangarena. Wareham leads 1-0.
Cut on and miss, strike 3.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 5 for Trent Palmer.
That ball is gone. Adrian Del Castillo breaks the game open with a 3-run jack. 11-5 Gatemen.
Slapped up the middle, a base hit into center field. Beaver scores easily. Antico rounding third. The throw to the plate is not in time.
Line drive over the head of the second baseman Olsen and into right field. Braden Ward comes home to score. Darren Baker pulls it at first with an RBI single, and it's 7-5 Wareham.
And the Gatemen win 5-0 here in Game 1 of the doubleheader.
And that'll do it. First 9-inning shutout for Wareham pitching this season. 6-0 the final score from Cotuit, Massachusetts.
Now, here are the voices of the Gatemen: Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, and Addison Van Patten.
It's a battle of the best two teams in the Western Division. The 8-6-1 Wareham Gatemen against the 7-6-1 Cotuit Kettleers tonight at Spillane Field in Wareham, Massachusetts. Gabe Genovesi here with you alongside Jonah Karp. Addison Van Patten will join us as well, as we're set for a 6:30 first pitch here between the Kettleers and the Gatemen. Thanks for tuning in to our pregame show, and thanks for tuning in tonight and spending your Sunday evening with us. As we'll recap just a little more from yesterday. These two teams met yesterday, an 11-3 loss for the Gatemen, and now that sets up a little first-place matchup here. Cotuit wins, they take over first in the West. The Gatemen win, they extend their first-place lead in the Western Division.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot riding on this game. Cotuit is hot, and Wareham is not, which is something that the Gatemen haven't experienced too often this season. They haven't experienced too many games where they haven't been able to generate a lot of offense. But the last time they were in this position, it was coming off a doubleheader against Orleans, where they couldn't tally anything in back-to-back games. And then what happened the following week? They went on a huge hot streak and continued to lead the league in hits and in batting average and in RBIs and in just about every offensive category. And they started to hit home runs. Yesterday, a bit of an anomaly, but let's see if maybe that opens the eyes a little bit for the Wareham Gatemen.
Exactly, and you hope it's an anomaly and not the start of a bad stretch, as yesterday snapped a 3-game win streak for Wareham, and the Gatemen take the field here at Spillane Field. Ian Bedell will be your starting pitcher today for Wareham. Bedell has honestly been Wareham's best pitcher this summer. 2 appearances, 2 starts for the Gatemen. 9 2/3 innings pitched. He's given up 6 hits, no runs, an ERA of 0. Earned a win in his first start, no decision in the 1-0 loss to Orleans last weekend. Again, part of that 1-0 doubleheader loss. 3 walks, 9 strikeouts for Bedell. Opponents only hit 176 against the righty from Missouri. He's been the best pitcher, and that's what we look for here tonight.
He arguably had the best start of the season in that loss to Orleans, that 1-0 loss. The 5 innings he pitched were remarkable. Only 3 hits allowed, struck out 6, only walked 1, facing 18 batters. I mean, Ian Bedell, when he's right, he has some of the best stuff on the team.
Let's give you the Cotuit starting 9 tonight. Nick Gonzalez will lead it off for the Kettleers, followed by Robert Martin, the DH. Arajanu in right field, batting third. Mason McWhorter, just 3 for 12 to start his summer in the cleanup spot at first base. Parker Chavers in the lineup tonight after not playing against the Gatemen last night. He bats 5th. Casey Schmidt bats 6th at third base. Dante Williams, who had his best game of the season last night against the Gatemen with a multi-hit game for the first time this season, he bats 7th. Adam Oviedo, the shortstop, hits 8th, a .263 hitter. And Cody Pasek rounding it out, hitting ninth. Nick Gonzalez is the obvious choice for player of the game today for Cotuit. Are you going anywhere else, or are you going with Gonzalez?
Nope, I'm Mr. Obvious, so I'm going to pick Nick Gonzalez. I mean, how can you not? The guy's been hitting nearly 600 over his last 6 games. He's been the hottest player in the Cape League right now.
The New Mexico State Aggie will lead it off for Cotuit. Battle of the best 2 teams in the West. First pitch from Bedell, fouled off by Gonzalez. 0-1, we're underway. 6:31 first pitch here at Spillane Field. The Gatemen in their home white unis tonight. Red numbers, red lettering, Gatemen written across the front. 0-1 breaking ball misses outside, 1-1. Cotuit in their road maroon unis. White pants with maroon stripes down the pants, and maroon socks as well. The 1-1 delivery. Bloop to short, fielded on a hop by Sems, throws to first in time. Kind of jammed Gonzalez there, 1 away.
Well, that's a way to get him out. Pitch him inside, force him to swing. Ian Bedell has his stuff working against, well, possibly the best hitter in the Cape League.
Robert Martin steps in from the left side now. Martin, the Florida State Seminole. First pitch. And the bat flies out of his hands on a swing and a miss. 0-1. Yeah, he'll need some pine tar on that one. Flew toward the Gatemen dugout. And, well, he won't go get some pine tar or anything. He'll rub some dirt on his batting gloves and step back in. The 0-1 from Bedell. Misses just low and inside, 1-1. Martin just got to this Cotuit team. His pinch hit at bat yesterday against the Gatemen was his first at bat of the season. 1-1 swing and a miss on a fastball inside, 1-2. He struck out in that at bat yesterday against Wareham. Bedell rocks and fires the 1-2. Popped him up, foul territory. Will it stay in play? McClain giving chase. He does not. And that will land on the pavement to our left, go up and tap a window of the school to our left. 1-2. Martin hit .315 with the Seminoles this past season as he swings through a breaking ball down low. Beaver throws to first on the drop third strike. And it's the first strikeout of the night for Ian Bedell. Brought to you by Lang Exafaris and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. 2 away here in the first, and in steps Arajanu.
So far, we've seen a fastball in on the hands to Nick Gonzalez, and now a breaking ball getting Robert Martin to bite.
First pitch to Arajanu. Misses high and away, 1-0. Let's take you around the diamond tonight. For Wareham, Matt McClain over at third, Benjamin Sems at short. The 1-0, hard ground ball, foul down the first base line, 1-1. Darren Baker over at second, Jacob Teeter at first base. They man the right side of the infield. Dallas Beaver doing the catching tonight for Wareham. And in the outfield, Mike Antico in left field, Braden Ward, the Washington Husky, in center. Matthew Rudick in right. 1-1, fastball misses just up, 2-1. Arajanu, just a 191 hitter to begin his summer, 9 for 47. Swings through an off-speed pitch there, 2-2. In right field tonight, the Kentucky Wildcat, 6'2", 215-pound rising junior. The 2-2. Check this swing. Did he go around on a ball in the dirt? No, he did not. Wow. Dallas Beaver thought so. He tagged out anew as the ball bounced in front of Beaver, and Bedell did as well. He was almost to the first base line and set the count 3-2.
Bob Bland making that call.
Bob Bland, third base umpire. The full count pitch from Bedell. On the inside corner, strike 3. Anu didn't think so, went to toss his bat and jogged on the first base line, but Bedell gets a strikeout to end the inning. 2 strikeouts, 3 up, 3 down. Good the Cotuit Kettleers in the first. We head to the bottom of the first, no score. We'll be right back in the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers and active citizenship with a global perspective. Explore undergraduate majors, minors, and concentrations, including new majors in accounting, biochemistry, and software development. Online at curry.edu.
Clobbered high and deep to right center field, and this one is gone. A home run.
That home run's brought to you by Eastern Propane and Oil. Another scholarship for a deserving youth. Eastern Propane and Oil, we're in your neighborhood.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
The Wareham Gatemen would like to thank Franklin Sports for their sponsorship of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Franklin is yet again proud to be the official batting glove of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Throughout the summer, all the Cape League teams are wearing their own custom team batting gloves courtesy of Franklin Sports. To order your favorite team's design or to create your own, visit franklinsports.com/custom, enter code CCBL20 for 20% off your purchase. From Cape Cod to the major leagues, only the best hitters in baseball wear Franklin gloves.
Come as you are, sit down, and relax at the deck of the Gateway Tavern. Enjoy the view while exploring their extensive food and drink menus for the ideal Cape Cod dining experience. Gateway Tavern, the official helmet sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen. We are to the bottom of the first here at Spillane Field. No score between the Wareham Gatemen and the Cotuit Kettleers. Wareham bats first, and it's Braden Ward, Darren Baker, and Jacob Teeter, the 1-2-3 hitters for the Gatemen tonight. Let's give you the Gatemen starting lineup. Ward, Baker, Teeter, the first three. Adrian Del Castillo, the Miami Hurricane, DHing tonight in the cleanup spot. Matt McLean hits fifth. Benjamin Sims, the Kansas Jayhawk, at shortstop, hitting sixth. Dallas Beaver doing the catching tonight for the Gatemen. He hits seventh. Mike Antico coming off a multi-hit day yesterday, 2 for 4 against these Kettleers. He hits eighth. And Matthew Rudick rounds it out, hitting ninth tonight for the Gatemen. Starting pitcher tonight for the Kettleers, Jackson Wolf, making his third start of the season. In his first two starts, 9 2/3 innings pitched. He's given up 5 hits, 4 runs, all earned. That's a 3.72 ERA. 2 walks, 11 strikeouts, does have punch-out stuff, but 0-1 in the win-loss column. First pitch to Ward. Shows bunt, pulls it back, swings and misses. 0-1. And Wolf, again, hasn't given up many hits, just 5. Opponents hitting just 143 against him, but they've been timely hits, and he's given up 4 runs. The 0-1. Sliced foul out of play. Off the school to our left and back into play. Third baseman Schmidt picks that ball and flips it back to the dugout. 0-2. Ward with an RBI hit yesterday for the Gatemen against the Kettleers, part of that 11-3 loss for the Gatemen. Backs out of the way of a fastball there, 1-2.
Jackson Wolf really struggled this season at West Virginia. Finished with an ERA of 5.17, held opponents to a 290 batting average. Gave up 14 homers.
The lefty deals the 1-2. Chopped right side, backhanded by the first baseman McWhorter, and he doesn't have a play, as McWhorter was way too far off the bag, and the pitcher Jackson Wolf stumbled on his way to first base. He fell to his knees, and Ward reaches on an infield single.
Jackson Wolf did a somersault on his way to first base. And he's walking slowly. He looks like he's okay, but boy, just, wow, that's more than a miscue. Sometimes you trip.
As you said, looks to be okay. He's already back on the mound.
It was raining not too long ago, so the grass, for all we know, is very wet.
Catcher Pasek calls time. Wolf steps off. It would have been a very close play at first, that race between Wolf and Braden Ward. Throw over to first. Ward back safely. Darren Baker back in the lineup today after not playing yesterday at Cotuit. Baker a .309 hitter now for the Gatemen. Throw over to first once again. Ball trickles away, and Ward's going to stay put as it didn't quite trickle far enough away from McWhorter. Baker still awaits his first pitch. Let's give you the Cotuit defensive lineup today. Casey Schmidt, Adam Oviedo at third and short, respectively, on the left side of the diamond. Nick Gonzalez at second, Mason McWhorter at first. First pitch to Baker, shows bunt, lays it down, but straight back to Wolf. Baker is out at first. Ward moves to second. And normally you say, okay, you get the runner in scoring position, but knowing Darren Baker, he didn't want to lay down a sack bunt there. He wanted to bunt for a hit, and he didn't quite lay it down where he wanted to, one away.
Right, he did the job, but we've seen multiple times this season Darren Baker beating out drag bunts, and that time not just laying one right down to the pitcher, and Jackson Wolf gets a chance of redemption.
Sacrifice bunt for Baker. Jacob Teeter steps in from the left side now. First pitch to him. Curveball down low in the dirt. Ward thought about going, puts on the brakes about halfway to third. 1-0. Cody Pasek, the catcher tonight for Cotuit, and in the outfield for the Kettleers. Parker Chavers, Dante Williams, and Niraj Anu from left to right. And Jackson Wolf wants a new ball. Jacob Teeter, the best hitter on this Gatemen team right now, a .354 hitter this season. Currently the second best average in the league. Wolf rocks and fires the 1-0. Hard ground ball, fair ball down the third base line into left field. Ward holds up at third as Chavers was playing way in and left. So Ward doesn't have a chance to score, but it's a single for Teeter, and there's runners on the corners with nobody down for the Gatemen. Excuse me, one down for the Gatemen.
When you're hot, and Jacob Teeter is as hot as anybody, maybe sans Nick Gonzalez.
You said it. Best two hitters in the league are on this field tonight. Nick Gonzalez for Cotuit, who's at second base right now, playing second for Cotuit. And Jacob Teeter, who just slashed that single. Adrian Del Castillo steps in. Lefty on lefty matchup. First pitch to him. Fastball right down Main Street, 0-1. Wareham currently has 5 of the top 14 hitters in the Cape Cod Baseball League. Adrian Del Castillo, one of them. The 0-1. Breaking ball down low, 1-1. Del Castillo is that 14th guy, 14th best hitter in the league right now with a .302 average. Runners on the corners, one out, bottom of the first here at Spillane Field. No score between the Gatemen and the Kettleers. The 1-1. Fastball fouled off down the third base line, 1-2. Wareham still leads the Cape Cod Baseball League in batting average with a .282 average this season, despite the slow day at the plate yesterday. The 1-2 from Wolf. Breaking ball, ground ball to shortstop. Oviedo flips to second for one. Over to first in time. Back-breaking inning double play, and the Gatemen can't get a run across in the first. We head to the top of the second. No score between the Kettleers and the Gatemen. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini-golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right for you.
Got legal trouble? Attorney Mark Deshays is here to help the greater New Bedford area with real estate and business law, estate planning, and probate. Visit him today.
Struggling with changes in mood, sleep, stress, or a sense of hopelessness? Finding it hard to be the man you want to be? Get the information and tools you need for mental, emotional, and relationship health at massmen.org.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Co.
We head to the second here at Spillane Field. No score between the Kettleers and the Gatemen. Mason McWhorter, Parker Chavers, Casey Schmidt. 4, 5, 6 hitters due up for Cotuit here in the second. First pitch misses outside, 1-0 to Mason McWhorter. Bedell working quickly, the 1-0. Swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch down low, 1-1. McWhorter just 3 for 12 to start his summer. The 1-1. Chopped foul on the first base line. 1-2. Man, Ian Bedell loves to work quick. When he gets in a groove, he's not taking more than 3-4 seconds once he's up on the bum. The 1-2. Curveball in the outside corner, strike 3. Ring him up. 3 strikeouts and 4 batters for Ian Bedell, and that strikeout brought to you by Lang, Exa, Farce, and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. That'll bring up Parker Chavers for Cotuit. And Chavers chops one over the glove of Bedell. Sems charges, picks it up, throws to first in time. Pretty play by the shortstop, Benjamin Sems. 2 away here in the second.
And only a half swing from Chavers. Swinging on the first pitch, and he didn't have much time to think about it. Bedell was already ready to go when Chavers entered the box.
In steps Casey Schmidt now. Bats from the right side against the righty Bedell. And already you see Schmidt trying to slow down Ian Bedell. Stepped in, stepped right back out, took a practice swing. First pitch to him. Fastball misses inside, 1-0. Home plate umpire tonight, David Vivieros. Rick Emerson at first base, Bob Bland at third. The 1-0 offering. Misses low. 2 balls and no strikes. Schmidt just 7 hits thus far for the Kettleers this season. 7 for 39. A 179 hitter. 2-0 popped him up. Shallow right. Rudick takes a couple of steps in, now to his left, and makes the catch right above his right shoulder. Another 3-up, 3-down inning for Bedell. 6 up, 6 down for the game. We head to the bottom of the second, still no score. We'll be right back in the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Struggling with changes in mood, sleep, stress, or a sense of hopelessness? Finding it hard to be the man you want to be? Get the information and tools you need for mental, emotional, and relationship health at massmen.org. Courage starts with the first step.
The Mezza Luna restaurant is a family-run Italian restaurant celebrating 80 years in business. Located on Main Street in Buzzards Bay, Mezza Luna specializes in Italian cuisine, a lunch menu that's the best deal in town, and serving some of Cape Cod's famous prime rib every Wednesday and Saturday. Come enjoy the feast at Mezza Luna, the Italian family restaurant.
Does your insurance agent know you by name, analyze your stats, and help you with your game plan? If the answer is no, then it's time to draft Morse Insurance. Their local team will get to know you, assess your risk, and develop a strategy to protect your home, auto, or business. Visit us online at morseins.com. Hashtag Morse, of course, has your back.
Northeast Maritime Institute's College of Maritime Science is a proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen. If you're looking for a career at sea, look to NMI's program of education, adventure, and employment on northeastmaritime.com, America's premier 2-year maritime college.
Matt McLean, Benjamin Sems, Dallas Beaver. 5, 6, 7 hitters due up for the Gatemen here in the bottom of the second. No score between the Kettleers and the Gatemen. Battle of the top two teams in the Western Division. The Gatemen in first place in the West. 17 points on the season. 8, 6, and 1. Kettleers 16 points this season. 7, 6, and 1. Half game back of the Gatemen. Matt McLean bats from the right side against the lefty Jackson Wolf. First pitch, fastball in the inside corner for strike one. Wareham 2 hits off of Wolf in the first inning, but an inning-ending 6-4-3 double play got Wolf out of the jam. McLean takes a ball outside, 1-1.
So much movement to Wolf's delivery. It's like a slingshot.
Sets on the third base side of the rubber, the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball by McLean. 1-2. Wolf has given up 4 runs in his first 9 2/3 innings pitched this season. 3.72 ERA. Looking for that first good start. 1-2 inside. Did it hit McLean on the foot? No, it did not. Bounced right in front of him. 2-2.
You know what Wolf's delivery kind of reminds me of? I don't know if this is a good comparison, but remember how Tim Tebow used to throw a football? Where he would turn his hand before letting go of the football?
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
The 2-2 from Wolf. Popped up McLean, foul, out of play down the first base line. Just kind of herky-jerky a little bit.
It's very intricate delivery and a slow release.
A deep breath, now the 2-2 delivery. Fouled off, back into the caging behind home plate. We'll stay at 2-2. Matt McLean in his first 6 games with the Gatemen, a .318 hitter, 7 for 22. Already has a double, a triple, and a home run in his first 7 hits. Total of 7 RBIs. The 2-2 curveball chopped off the front foot of McLean. We'll do it all over again. McLean, the UCLA Bruin, struggled in his freshman campaign with UCLA. Hit just a tad above 200. Did stay in the starting lineup nearly every day, though, for the Bruins. Played a lot of center field. He's at third tonight. 2-2 blooped out into shallow left, and the second baseman Gonzalez ranges over and makes the catch with his heels on the grass. 1 away here in the second. That'll bring up Benjamin Sems, the Kansas Jayhawk, trying to get something going here in the second for the Gatemen. McLean made Wolf work for that a little bit. That was an 8-pitch at-bat. First pitch to Sems. Foul tipped off the glove of Cody Pasek. 0-1. That was pitch 20 for Jackson Wolf. The 0-1. Fastball right on the outside corner. 0-2. Benjamin Sems, by the way, a .344 average in his first 10 games with the Gatemen. 0-2 misses outside, 1-2. He's 11 for 32, and the minimum amount of plate appearances you have to qualify in the league rankings is 2.7, an average of 2.7 per game. Sems qualifies, and he's currently third in the Cape Cod Baseball League in average. Dribbles a curveball foul there down the first base line. We'll stay at 1-2. Sem stepped out, steps back in now. The 1-2. Misses outside. Count even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sends the Kansas Jayhawk at 305 for Kansas this past season. Easily his best season with Kansas. Hit 220 his freshman year. Swing and a miss there on a 2-2 fastball. First strikeout for Wolf, 2 down here in the second. Just to finish the thought on Sems, hit 240 as a sophomore and then really broke out this year, hitting 305. And that'll bring up Dallas Beaver. 2 away, nobody on, no score between the Kettleers and the Gatemen. Wolf sets on the third base side of the rubber. Rocks and fires. Curveball down low, 1-0.
You might be asking yourself, well, with all the left-handers in the batting order, how do they shake up against left-handed pitching? Not too bad. As a team, they bat .273. Beaver, one of the best against left-handed pitching.
1-0, fastball fouled off back into the caging behind home plate. 1-1.
Dallas Beaver has only seen 8 at-bats for the Gatemen against Southpaws, but he's 3 for 8.
The 1-1 offering, breaking ball, drops in right over the heart of the plate, 1-2. That's just another testament to how good this Gatemen team has been at the plate, though. 286 against righties, 273 against lefties. 1-2 misses just low and outside, 2-2. There's really not that big of a difference there. And the on-base percentage against lefties is actually .354. It's .352 against righties. The 2-2. Fastball low, in the dirt. Count full. Beaver for the season, 6 for 20. 300 hitter. Doesn't have an extra base hit yet, but has started strong. The 3-2. Hard line drive, slicing foul. Down that first base line. We'll do it all over again. He caught it on the screws, but was just ahead of it.
Dallas Beaver actually has as many hits against right-handed pitching as left-handed pitching this year. 3 against each. Batting just .250 against right-handers.
The full count pitch, breaking ball, softly grounded right side. First baseman McWhorter picks it up, flips it to Wolf, covering the bag in time. 3 up, 3 down, go the Gatemen in the second. We head to the top of the third, no score between the Kettleers and the Gatemen. We'll be right back from Spillane Field.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right for you.
Got legal trouble? Attorney Mark Deshays is here to help the greater New Bedford area with real estate and business law, estate planning, and probate. Visit him today.
We head to the third here at Spillane Field. No score between the Gatemen and the Kettleers. Let's send it down to Addison Van Patten on the field. Sorry about the technical difficulties. We'll send it to Addison here in a little bit. No score between the Kettleers and the Gatemen. Ian Bedell back out of the bump for Wareham, and Bedell's grooving through 2, 6 up, 6 down.
I love watching Ian Bedell pitch. When he's in a groove, he is as pretty to watch as, well, anybody on the Gatemen staff, and perhaps anybody you're going to see in the major leagues too. He doesn't take any time on the mound, and he knows exactly what pitch he's throwing and where he's going, and boy, can he hit his spots.
Again, he had probably the best start of the season for a Gatemen pitcher at Orleans last Sunday. A 1-0 loss for the Gatemen. Bedell took a no decision, but that was a 7-inning game, and he went 5 scoreless before Orleans walked it off that night. He'll face the bottom 3 in the order. Dante Williams, first up, lays down a bunt, foul. Trickles right behind home plate, 0-1. Williams, Adam Oviedo, and Cody Pasek, 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Kettleers. Williams hitting just 200 for Cotuit, 4 for 20. But he had his best game yesterday against these Gatemen. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch, 0-2. He went 2 for 3 with an RBI and a walk yesterday against Wareham. In his previous 3 games, he was 0 for 8. Rising sophomore at Arizona. The 0-2 from Bedell. Fastball, high and away, 1-2. Bedell sets, fires the 1-2. Chopped foul, back toward the Gatemen dugout. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Williams hit .267 in his freshman campaign with Arizona. He was part of the Pac-12 all-defensive team. And he dribbles that one foul once again. And I apologize, he's a rising junior, so in his sophomore campaign he hit .267. Freshman year he hit .258 for the Arizona Wildcats. The 2-2 sliced foul. Back behind the third base bleachers. A couple of kids race after that foul ball. Count stays. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Williams making Bedell work a little bit. This is pitch number 7. The 1-2 offering. Fouled off. Back into the caging. Right in front of us. That would have hit my head if there was no caging.
That would have been hilarious.
I'm glad you can laugh at my injury. The 1-2 dribbled foul down the first base line. And Williams is now fouled off 5 pitches in a row. You're a great friend.
My immediate instinct would be to help. But it would have been funny. Of course, assuming you were okay.
Pitch number 30 of the night for Bedell. Misses outside. 2-2.
Not a bad person. Just have a dark sense of humor.
The 2-2 offering. Curve ball chopped towards second. Baker, gloves, throws to first in time. So Bedell wins the battle. It took 10 pitches. 1 down here in the third, and in steps Adam Oviedo. Oviedo hitting .263 down in the 8-hole right now for the Kettleers. Steps into center stage. Bedell wasting no time. First pitch. Fastball inside. 1-0. Ian Bedell only needed 22 pitches in the first 2 innings. Now half that here in the third already. 1-0 misses inside, 2-0. Oviedo 1 for 4 with an RBI and a strikeout yesterday in the 11-3 win for Cotuit over Wareham. The 2-0 delivery. Hard line drive back up the middle, a base hit. First hit of the night for Cotuit, first base runner of the night. It was 7 up, 7 down before that. And in steps the 9-hole Cody Pasek.
Oviedo just got a pitch right down the zone after Bedell was struggling a little bit, at least more so in this game, or in that at-bat than we've seen in any other at-bat in this game. After he was struggling to find the zone, you kind of figured he was going to come right down the middle, and Oviedo knew.
Pasek bats from the left side, grounds one towards second. Baker glove slips to second for one, over to first to double play. 4-6-3 ends the inning. Good quick flip from Darren Baker. And that double play brought to you by TM Ryder Insurance Agency. Package your home and auto insurance for the perfect double play. We head to the bottom of the third. No score between Cotuit and Wareham. We'll be right back in the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Gatemen Baseball is officially sponsored by Robertson's GMC, the truck professionals. Located just 2 miles away on Cranberry Highway, Robertson's GMC, we are professional grade, power like a pro.
Need physical therapy? Select Physical Therapy works directly with you and your physician to create a plan of care that meets your goals and needs, with 6 locations on Cape Cod and more across the country. Select Physical Therapy is the official provider of athletic training for the Wareham Gatemen.
South Coast Health Operators of Charlton Memorial, St. Luke's, and Toby Hospitals delivers an unmatched combination of clinical excellence with a personal touch. They are proud to serve as Southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island's only not-for-profit health system, as well as the region's largest employer. South Coast Healthcare, plus something more.
Whether you're brewing a lager or an ale, Stone Path Malt has got you covered. Stone Path Malt, the local provider of quality malt for all your favorite New England craft breweries, is right here in Wareham. For your next night out, stop by their new tap room.
Village Signs of Mattapoisett. They do it all, from logo design, trucks and buildings, to boats. Village Signs has proudly served southern New England for over 35 years. Visit them at villagesigns.inc.com for all your signage needs.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod. So even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
.891 hitters due up for the Gatemen here in the third. Mike Antico, Matthew Rudick, Braden Ward. No score between the Kettleers and the Gatemen as we head to the bottom of the third inning. Jackson Wolf back out for his third inning of work, and the Gatemen went down 1-2-3 in the second. Did get 2 hits in the first off of Wolf, but an inning-ending 6-4-3 double play erased that threat. First pitch to Antico in the inside corner for strike one. Mike Antico, 2 for 4 yesterday against Cotuit. 0-1. Thought about it, but did not go around on a curveball in the outside corner. 1-1. Antico, he needed that 2 for 4 day. 1-1, misses outside. 2 balls and a strike. He was 1 for his last 12 before 2 for 4 yesterday. That was his 4th multi-hit game of the season. Raised his average to 261 yesterday. The 2-1 from Wolf. Fastball at the knees on the outside corner. 2-2. Antico bat resting on his back shoulder. Knees bent just a little. 2-2. Swing and a miss on a fastball on the outside corner. Strikeout number 2 for Wolf. One away here in the third, and in steps Matthew Rudick.
The right fielder, number 51, Matthew Rudick from San Diego.
Rudick has struggled to start his summer with the Gatemen. Hitting just .216. 8 hits this year. First pitch high and tight. 1-0. Rudick has walked 7 times, but 4 of those came opening night. The 1-0. Lofts one into deep right center field. A new ranges back, and he falls. Did he make the catch? He did. Arajanu, it wasn't really a diving catch. The ball was in his glove, and he was kind of stumbling to the ground, but he makes the grab. 2 away here in the third.
It's almost like he misread it off the bat, and had to make his best attempt. He didn't really dive, but fully extended his arm. Boy, that was a tough play, making it over the shoulder.
In steps the Washington Husky, Braden Ward. One of 2 hits for the Gatemen tonight. Infield single in the first inning. It was a high hopper to the right side of the infield. Pulled McWhorter, the first baseman, way off the bag. And he beat it out. First pitch in the inside corner for strike 1. Ward has been excellent for the Gatemen this season. .317 hitter coming into tonight. The 0-1. Breaking ball on the outside corner, 0-2. Ward part of that stretch of 5 Gatemen, in the top 14 hitters in the CCBL. The 0-2. Low and inside. Ward did not go around. 1-2. Ward currently 9th in the Cape Cod Baseball League in average. .317 average. No score. Bottom 3 here at Spillane Field. Kettleers just 1 hit off of Ian Bedell. Gatemen just 2 hits off of Jackson Wolf. The 1-2 offering. Fastball fouled off into the fence behind home plate, 1-2.
Braden Ward leading the team in batting average against right-handed pitching, but struggling against left-handed pitching this year, batting just .188. 3 hits and 16 at-bats.
Wolf rocks and fires the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Off speed down low. Ward not happy with himself. And Jackson Wolf has retired 7 straight Gatemen. That's his 3rd strikeout tonight. We head to the 4th. Jonah Karp will have your play-by-play when we come back in a scoreless game. We'll be right back in the Gatemen Baseball Network. Need physical therapy? Select Physical Therapy works directly with you and your physician to create a plan of care that meets your goals and needs, with 6 locations on Cape Cod and more across the country. Select Physical Therapy is the official provider of athletic training for the Wareham Gatemen.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod. So even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape. South Coast Health Operators of Charlton Memorial, St. Luke's, and Toby Hospitals delivers an unmatched combination of clinical excellence with a personal touch. They are proud to serve as Southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island's only not-for-profit health system, as well as the region's largest employer. South Coast Healthcare, plus something more.
No score, top of the 4th inning. Welcome you inside the broadcast booth. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi. We're going to send it down to Addison Van Patten on the sideline. Addison?
I talked to Chad Stevens earlier, and he said that they showed up early for practice today about noon to run bunt defense. So that was something the Gatemen struggled with yesterday against Cotuit. So they showed up early today to focus on that. He said he focused on safety squeezes, and he felt like they made a lot of progress, and they're going to come out stronger today. Sending it back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Addison. No score, top of the 4th inning. Cotuit coming to bat. Top of the order, Nick Gonzalez leading things off, the red-hot Nick Gonzalez. But he's 0 for 1 today. Ian Bedell has held him in check, has held most of the Cotuit lineup in check.
Yeah, you got Gonzalez to grind out to begin this ball game, and just 1 hit for the Kettleers off of Gonzalez thus far. Looking for a different story second time around.
First pitch from Bedell sits downstairs. 1 ball and no strikes to Gonzalez. Gonzalez grounded out to Benjamin Sims in his first and only at-bat, 0 for 1. Bedell noticeably slowing down his motion. Back into the windup, the 1-0. Chopped on the ground, left side of the infield, and in and out of the glove of Matt McLean, the 3rd baseman. Gonzalez rounds first and stops there on what will presumably be an error on Matt McLean.
First error of the season for McLean. The Gatemen themselves have been a fantastic defensive team. That's just the 10th error of the season for Wareham.
Runner on first base. Still nobody out in the top of the 4th inning. Robert Martin, the new batter. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Struck out swinging in the first inning. Pitch over the outer half, strike one. Robert Martin from Florida State. And goes to talk to his third base coach. Gonzalez has a lot of speed off the first base bag. Always a threat to run. 7 for 10 stolen base opportunities this season at New Mexico State. Had one of the best seasons of any college player this year. Batting nearly .600 over his last 6 games. Count holds at 0-1 to Robert Martin, with Gonzalez off of first base. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Bedell checks the runner at first base, comes set at the letters, and throws back to first, but Gonzalez scampers back to the bag. Nick Gonzalez this season with an on-base percentage of .532 at New Mexico State. Bedell deals from the letters and fires one inside. 1 ball and 1 strike to Robert Martin. Fouled off. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bedell this season has held left-handed batters to a .222 batting average. It's been even better against righties, though. Under 200. Breaking ball fouled off again. Count holds at 1 ball and 2 strikes. This is a pitching staff overall for Wareham that has been noticeably better at home here at Spillane Field than on the road this year. The offense has been, well, pretty similar, but the pitching has been a lot better at home. The 1-2 taken inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count as Gonzalez holds at first base. A staff ERA of 3.36 here at Spillane Field compared to 4.04 on the road. Pitch low and in. Count runs full to Robert Martin.
I'm not trying to make it sound too dramatic, but this is probably the biggest pitch of the night for Ian Bedell. You don't want first and second. Nobody out.
Top of the 4th, no score. Runner on first, nobody out. Throw back to first. Gonzalez back to the back. A chilly night here at Spillane Field. It rained about a couple hours ago, briefly, but a few times. A few stints of rain. The 3-2. Lifted in the air, out to left field, chasing Antico back. He drifts toward the wall and makes the catch as he's backpedaling. And Gonzalez goes back to the first base bag, 1 away.
And there it is, and now we'll see if he can get another inning double play like he did in the 3rd inning.
Arajanu, the new batter. 28 strikes thrown by Ian Bedell. 16 balls. Runner at first, 1 away. Bedell from the letters. Swung on and missed, 0-1. Arajanu, a strikeout victim in the 1st inning. Bedell retired the first 7 he faced before giving up a single to Adam Oviedo. Three strikeouts for Bedell. Lifted in the air down the left field line. Antico giving chase toward the corner. He looks, and that ball lands out of play. Oh, it's caught. 2 away. Gonzalez back to the bag.
That was out of our sight. The only negative to our position here at Spillane Field is you can't really see foul territory down the left field line. And you kind of have to look around a couple of poles to see left field, period.
Throw back to first. Gonzalez dives back in safely. Mason McWater, the new batter. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Mike Antico making a fine play in foul territory for the 2nd out. Lifted in the air. Antico gets another shot. Makes the catch. This one a lot easier than the last one. 3 flyouts after Gonzalez reached on an E5. Cotuit leaves a runner stranded on first base. We're through 3.5. Bedell has it rolling for the Wareham Gatemen. No score so far. We'll be right back.
Wareham House of Pizza has been serving Wareham and Marion for over 40 years with steak and cheese, pizza, and subs. Located in Shaw's Plaza, head on over for pickup or let them deliver to you.
Beat the heat and join us at Waterways, a water experience unlike any other this side of the bridge. Open daily, head over to the water park on Route 28, the Cranberry Highway.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Light shining bright here at Spillane Field. It's turned into a fairly chilly night, a bit of a windy night as well. Wind blowing right to left, and the temperature down to about 66 degrees. Slight overcast. But it's turned into a night of baseball, one that we didn't really expect a couple hours ago. Darren Baker, the first man up against Jackson Wolf, takes a pitch low and away, 1 ball, no strikes. Baker hit into a sacrifice bunt back in the first inning. Leads things off here in the fourth, no score. Pitch over the outer third, 1-1. Left on left matchup. Darren Baker against left-handed pitching this year, not having a great season as he takes 1 low and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Baker batting just .222. He has the most at-bats against anybody on the team against Southpaws. Fouls one off, 2-2. Coming into the day, batting .222, 4 for 18 against left-handed pitching. The 2-2. Breaking ball. Misses inside. Pasek trying to frame it. Count runs full. Baker's been awesome against right-handed pitching. Third on the team with a .351 average. Taps one to the left side of the infield. Charging at it, Schmidt, the third baseman, throws over to first in time to nab the speedy Darren Baker, 1 away.
And that was, I'm not exaggerating by maybe a quarter of a step. That was a bang-bang play. That's a pretty play by Schmidt over at third base. He didn't waste any time getting that ball out of his glove and firing over to McWhorter.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get Baker. Baker, one of the fastest players on the team. Retired at first. Now 1 away, nobody on. Jacob Teeter, first pitch. Taken over the inside corner, 0-1. Breaking ball from Jackson Wolf. Teeter 1 for 1. He singled in the first inning, was left stranded. No score, bottom of the fourth. Fastball. Paints the outside corner. 0-2. Jacob Teeter, second in the CCBL in batting average coming into this game. Ball skips in front of Pasek and goes all the way to the backstop. Teeter lets it go. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Adrian Del Castillo on deck. Jacob Teeter has found comfort in the 3-hole in the lineup. Nobody on, 1 away. The pitch from Wolf. Lifted in the air, out to right field, fairly deep. Anu going back, makes the catch on the run. 2 away.
Oh, that might be the hardest hit ball we've seen all night off the bat of Jacob Teeter. He just gets unfortunate that it was nearly straight to Araj Anu, who takes a few steps back and makes the catch.
Jacob Teeter seeing the ball as well as anybody in the Cape League. First pitch to Adrian Del Castillo. Taken low, 1 ball, no strikes. The Gatemen tally 2 hits in the first inning. But Del Castillo hit into an inning-ending double play to prevent any sort of momentum. Only 2 hits for the Gatemen tonight came in that first inning. 1 ball, no strikes to the cleanup batter. The pitch. Laced foul along the left field line. Out of play, 1-1. Nobody on, 2 away. Second half of a home-and-home stretch for Cotuit and Wareham. Breaking ball misses low and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Cotuit took the victory 11-3 at home yesterday. The 2-1. Waved at and missed, 2-2. Nobody on base, 2 away. Bottom of the 4th inning. Gatemen looking to break the ice. The 2-2 to Del Castillo. Misses low and in, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Jackson Wolf cycling through his pitches early. Up to 59 already, not even through 4 innings. But we're locked in a pitching duel between Bedell and Wolf. The 3-2, chopped foul, and we'll do it again. Wolf has a noticeably slower delivery than Ian Bedell. Then again, so does a cheetah. Nobody on, 2 away. The payoff pitch. Breaking ball. Misses inside. A close pitch. But David Viviero saying, a little bit inside. Adrian Del Castillo gets the first base bag.
Yeah, that was a really good curveball. Del Castillo backed out of the way of that one and ended up breaking back over the inside corner. I think it missed just a little bit low.
First walk of the day for Jackson Wolf. Puts Adrian Del Castillo on first with 2 away, bottom of the 4th, still no score. Matt McLean, the new batter. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, chopped foul, or chopped fair. Down the, nope, it's foul. Down the third base line.
Some conflicting, I don't want to say conflicting calls because there was only 1 call made, but it was a really late call.
It was a late call.
And
it looked fair.
I thought it might have been fair as well. I thought it might have hopped right over that bag.
Just a confusing first strike. Runner on first. 0-1 the count. 2 away. Throw back to first. Del Castillo back to the bag. Benjamin Sims in the on-deck circle. Wolf looks back to first. The pitch to McLean. Tapped foul to the right side. 0-2. McLean, the California native. Wolf, the Ohio native. One goes to UCLA, one to West Virginia. Throw back to first. Del Castillo back to the bag. You got Del Castillo from Florida, an Ohio pitcher, California batter.
Whole country represented.
All corners. Throw back to first. Boy, Wolf paying a lot of attention to Del Castillo on first. Now he takes off, pitch upstairs, throw down to second is in time to get Del Castillo and retire to the side. Well, we'll see Matt McLean again. There was a ball to him. Adrian Del Castillo retired, caught stealing. That ends the fourth inning. Turns into a 1-2-3 inning for Jackson Wolf. He continues to roll. We're now through 4, and we're still scoreless. We'll see you in the 5th on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a clubhouse that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners. One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Ian Bedell has been absolute box office tonight, putting on a show against the Cotuit Kettleers. No score, top of the 5th inning. Parker Chavers, Casey Schmidt fouled off. 0-1. Parker Chavers, he's 0 for 1. With a ground out in the 2nd inning. Casey Schmidt on deck. Bedell in a groove. Swung on and missed. Bedell quickly ahead, 0-2. Dante Williams in the hole. Bedell back into the windup, swung on and missed. Strike 3. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, 1 away to begin the top of the 5th inning. That strikeout brought to you by Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. 1 away.
4 Ks for Bedell, and the only 2 base runners tonight for Cotuit have been 1 hit and an error by McLean at third.
Casey Schmidt, the new batter. First pitch, low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Schmidt 0 for 1. The 1-0. Taken over the inside corner, 1-1. Sun beginning to set out in left field. The shadows coming in. Lifted in the air out to left center field. Antico drifting over toward his left. Ward drifting over toward his right. Antico calling him off, and the left fielder makes the catch to retire Casey Schmidt 2 away.
And Mike Antico has retired for the last 5 hitters. 4 pop-outs to Antico and left in the last 5 batters.
Nobody on base, 2 away. Dante Williams, the new batter. Williams 0 for 1. He was the 7th out of 7 straight outs to begin the ball game for Ian Bedell. First pitch to him, taken outside, 1 ball and no strikes. No score, top of the 5th inning. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you. The pitch from Bedell, lifted in the air, straightaway center field. Ward doesn't have to move a whole lot, now comes back in and makes the catch as he's coming in toward the infield. And he'll just keep running toward the dugout. A 1-2-3 inning for Ian Bedell. Boy, he's been money today. We're through 5, well, 4.5, and we're still scoreless. We're going to enter the bottom of the 5th when we come back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers and active citizenship with a global perspective. Explore undergraduate majors, minors, and concentrations, including new majors in accounting, biochemistry, and software development. Online at curry.edu.
Clobbered high and deep to right center field, and this one is gone. A home run.
That home run's brought to you by Eastern Propane and Oil. Another scholarship for a deserving youth. Eastern Propane and Oil, we're in your neighborhood.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
The Wareham Gatemen would like to thank Franklin Sports for their sponsorship of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Franklin is yet again proud to be the official batting glove of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Throughout the summer, all the Cape League teams are wearing their own custom team batting gloves courtesy of Franklin Sports. To order your favorite team's design or to create your own, visit franklinsports.com/custom, enter code CCBL20 for 20% off your purchase. From Cape Cod to the major leagues, only the best hitters in baseball wear Franklin gloves.
Bottom of the fifth inning, no score. Matt McLean, Benjamin Sems, Dallas Beaver, the three due up. 5, 6, and 7 in the Gatemen order. Jackson Wolf back in. It's been a pitching duel between Jackson Wolf and Ian Bedell. First pitch, breaking ball. Misses outside, 1 ball and no strikes. We saw Matt McLean in the fourth inning. But Adrian Del Castillo was retired, caught stealing, going first to second. So Matt McLean gets another chance in the batter's box. He's 0 for 1. Fly out to the second baseman. Lifts this one in the air out to left field. Fairly deep. Chavers going back. Makes the catch toward the wall. 1 away.
That ball was hit real hard off the bat. I thought it was going to carry to the wall. It would be a little tougher play for Chavers, but ended up dying a little bit, and an easy play for Parker Chavers out and left.
Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you. Thanks for spending your Sunday evening with us here on the Gatemen Baseball Network. Second game of a home-and-home series between these two teams. Chop back up the middle toward the center of the diamond and through into center field for a base hit. First pitch swinging for Benjamin Sems, and he pulls in at first base with a 1-out single.
And Benjamin Sems got back on track yesterday against Cotuit with a hit here, his first hit here tonight. And Benjamin Sems still hitting near 350 this season.
First hit for the Gatemen since the first inning when they had 2, but left 1 on base after an inning-ending double play. Dallas Beaver, the new batter. Runner at first, and the runner goes back to first with a throwback to first. Not in time. Still 1 away. Still awaiting the first pitch to Beaver. Beaver ended the second inning with a ground out. He's 0 for 1. Wolf checks the runner at first base. Pitch low and away. Skips in the dirt. Pasek picks it out to keep Sems on the first base bag. 1 ball, no strikes.
Good quickness by Cody Pasek behind the dish. Easily prevented Sems from moving up 90 feet.
Wolf comes sets at the letters. The 1-0. Check swing. Taken at the bottom of the strike zone. 1 ball and 1 strike. David Vivieras calling the balls and the strikes. Rick Emerson at the first base bag. Bob Bland, the third base umpire. Runner at first, 1 away. Bottom of the 5th. The pitch from Wolf. Breaking ball, misses downstairs, 2 balls and 1 strike. Mike Antico on deck. The season series tied between these two teams. Two teams duking it out at the top of the Western Division. Pitch high and away, 3 balls and 1 strike.
Last time we were in this situation, early in the year, we were about a week in, but the two teams were dead even, tied at the top of the West, and the Gatemen won 6-0. Cotuit a chance to take over first tonight.
The 3-1 to Beaver. fouled off, 3-2. Cotuit, after beating Wareham yesterday, has pulled within half a point. 7-6-2 on the season, 8-6-1. Half a win, 1 point. That's how math works. Runner takes off, swung on and missed. Throw down to second is low. Benjamin Sems makes it safely to second base as Beaver strikes out 2 away. But a runner in scoring position for the Gatemen. Best chance they've had at scoring since the first inning. Mike Antico will look for the first RBI of the ball game to break the ice. 2 away in the bottom of the 5th. Antico 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Left on left matchup. Wolf comes set at the belt. Throw back to second. And Benjamin Sems dives back in safely. Antico in the 8-hole. Playing left field for the Gatemen. The Colts Neck, New Jersey native. First pitch. Line drive into left field for a base hit. Benjamin Sems rounds third. Close play at the plate. And Benjamin Sems is a dead duck. Not good base running from Sems. Not a good call to wave him around by Rob Selna. That'll end the 5th. The Gatemen leave one stranded. No runs on a hit. 1 man left. After 5, we're still scoreless. We'll be right back.
Come as you are, sit down, and relax at the deck of the Gateway Tavern. Enjoy the view while exploring their extensive food and drink menus for the ideal Cape Cod dining experience. Gateway Tavern, the official helmet sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen.
Joanne Stevenson and William Ravis Real Estate, a double play when it comes to selling or buying a home. With 19 years of experience in residential real estate and ranked #1 globally, they are sure to help you with all of your hopes and dreams. William Ravis Real Estate, the official real estate company for the Boston Red Sox, and Joanne Stevenson, your hometown agent, proudly support the Wareham Gatemen.
Top of the 6th inning. Still no score. 8-9-1 in the Cotuit Kettleers batting order due up. Ian Bedell has been rolling. My goodness. Bedell having one of the best performances we've seen. Well, he's also no longer in the game, but he finished his 5 innings with one of the best performances we've seen from any Wareham pitcher this season. New pitcher in is Trent Palmer. But how about Ian Bedell?
Bedell fantastic today. 5 innings pitched, just 1 hit given up. And the Gatemen and the Kettleers still scoreless.
We've seen this dynamic duo before, leading to a victory. That was in only 7 innings, but it was against Chatham, and it was a shutout. So the first half of the pitching duel is done.
And real quick before this inning gets started, let's send it to Addison Van Patten on the field.
About Ian Bedell. Now, last game he pitched against Orleans, he was on a 70 pitch count. Today they knocked him down to a 60. He actually pitched 57 of those 60 and walked out successfully. Now, he said he is very happy with himself so far this summer. He's working on his inside ball a lot and feels like he's making a lot of progress. Throwing it back to you guys.
Thanks, Addison. No score. Top of the 6th inning. Adam Oviedo will lead things off against Trent Palmer. 8-9-1 in the Kettleers order. 2 up. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you. Chilly Sunday evening at Spillane Field. Thanks for joining us on the Gatemen Baseball Network. Tomorrow night you can tune in to our broadcast, which will be on the Gatemen Baseball Network, also on WBSM. If you're in the New Bedford area, it's on AM radio 1420. First time, the Gatemen will see the Bourne Braves. They play in Bourne. First pitch from Palmer. Taken down the heart of the plate. 0-1 to Oviedo. Adam Oviedo 1 for 1 with the single. Tomorrow's game at 6 o'clock. Pitch downstairs, 1-1 to the number 8 batter. Oviedo tallied the only hit against Ian Bedell. 5 sparkling innings from the starting pitcher. The 1-1. Breaking ball, chopper, right side of the infield, scooped up by Darren Baker, goes to first in time. 1 away.
Trent Palmer, a guy who we've seen a couple times already this summer. 2 appearances, 4 1/3 innings pitched. Has given up 4 hits, but no runs.
Nobody on base now, 1 out.
1 walk, 6 strikeouts for Palmer.
The pitch misses inside. 1 ball, no strikes to Pasek. Cody Pasek ended the 3rd inning, grounding into an inning-ending double play. Waves at 1 and misses. 1-1. Pasek batted 9th for Cotuit yesterday in the 11-3 victory. Had a couple hits. The pitch. Taken low and in. 2 balls and 1 strike. Coming into this game, Pasek 7 for 19 this season. Slapped base hit into left field. Just a roller that found the hole in the left side of the infield. Cody Pasek on at first with a 1-out single.
You said it, nothing anybody could do about that one. Matt McLean couldn't get to it. Benjamin Sems couldn't get to it. Just a ground ball that happened to find the right spot.
The second baseman, number 15, Nick.
Now we're back to the top of the order with just about the scariest bat, not only in this lineup but in the CCBL. Nick Gonzalez, coming off a 4 for 5 day. Reached base in this game, but that was on an E5. Just 2 hits for Cotuit. The pitch. Skips in the dirt, backhanded by Beaver. 1 ball, no strikes to Gonzalez. So Gonzalez now 0 for 2. Entering today, leading the CCBL in batting average. Pitch over the inside half, 1-1. Batting just under 400, batting nearly 600 over his last 6 games. No one's swinging the bat better, but he's 0 for 2 tonight. Runner at first, 1 away, top of the 6th. The pitch. Waved at and missed. Good pitch from Palmer, 1-2.
That's the best pitch we've seen from Trent Palmer all night. Gorgeous breaking ball. Starts in on righties. Breaks back over, well, the heart of the plate / he got that one to break all the way to the outside corner.
The pitch. Chopped left side, but foul. Count holds at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Robert Martin on deck. He's 0 for 2. Still no score with 1 away in the top of the 6th. Right on right matchup. Throw back to first. Pasek back to the back. No runs on 4 hits for Wareham. No runs on 2 hits for Cotuit. Gonzalez, 19 for his first 49 at-bats coming into this game. Rips this one over the glove of the 3rd baseman, Matt McLean, and into left field. Nick Gonzalez stops at first. Cody Pasek pulls in at 2nd. 2 on with 1 away in the top of the 6th.
That ball just hit too hard for McLean that time. He would have had to lay out and get his glove up a little more to have a chance at that one. And Nick Gonzalez with his 20th hit of the season already.
He's now 1 for 3 tonight. And Robert Martin will step up to the dish. Looking for his first hit as a Cotuit Kettleer. This would be a big spot with a runner in scoring position and just 1 away. He's 0 for 3 so far with the Kettleers, 0 for 2 tonight. Pitch low and in, 1 ball, no strikes. Martin a strikeout victim in the 1st inning, then flew out to the left fielder Mike Antico in the 4th. Batting in the 2-hole, the designated hitter for the Kettleers. Gonzalez off of first. The pitch. Catches the inside corner, 1-1. Pasek standing off second base. Shortstop Sems playing behind him. Pasek with about 6 steps off the second base bag. A large lead. The pitch from Palmer. Taken low and away. Bounces out of the glove of Beaver, but he stays in front of it. 2 balls and 1 strike to Martin. Araja New in the on-deck circle. Robert Martin, a rising sophomore at FSU. Fouls one off the glove of Beaver. Skips to the backstop, 2-2. 2 on, 1 away, top of the 6th. Martin, the native of Tampa. 6'3", 210 pounds, a left-handed batter. Palmer comes set at the letters. The pitch. High chopper toward the center of the diamond. Could be 2. Picked up by Sems. The shortstop steps on the second base bag. Turns to first in time. Oh, wow. Benjamin Sems turning 2 to end the inning. That double play brought to you by TM Ryder Insurance Agency. Package your home auto insurance for the perfect double play. We're through 5.5. Exciting end to the top of the 6th. Kettleers leave 1 stranded. No runs on 2 hits. 1 left off. We're still scoreless. We'll be right back.
The law firm of Lang, Exifaris, and Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exifaris, and Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right for you.
Got legal trouble? Attorney Mark Deshays is here to help the greater New Bedford area with real estate and business law, estate planning, and probate. Visit him today.
Struggling with changes in mood, sleep, stress, or a sense of hopelessness? Finding it hard to be the man you want to be? Get the information and tools you need for mental, emotional, and relationship health at massmen.org. Courage starts with the first step.
The Mezza Luna restaurant is a family-run Italian restaurant celebrating 80 years in business. Located on Main Street in Buzzards Bay, Mezza Luna specializes in Italian cuisine, a lunch menu that's the best deal in town, and serving some of Cape Cod's famous prime rib every Wednesday and Saturday. Come enjoy the feast at Mezza Luna, the Italian family restaurant.
Does your insurance agent know you by name, analyze your stats, and help you with your game plan? If the answer is no, then it's time to draft Morse Insurance. Their local team will get to know you, assess your risk, and develop a strategy to protect your home, auto, or business. Visit us online at morseins.com. #Morse, of course, has your back.
Northeast Maritime Institute's College of Maritime Science is a proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen. If you're looking for a career at sea, look to NMI's program of education, adventure, and employment on northeastmaritime.com, America's premier 2-year maritime college.
We got a battle of Matthews to begin the bottom of the 6th. First pitch to Rudick, taken over the outside corner, 0-1. Matthew Mervis, the new pitcher, in for Jackson Wolf, who went 5 beautiful innings to begin the game for the Kettleers. We're still scoreless in the bottom of the 6th, fouled off 0-2. Matthew Mervis, a two-way player. We saw him yesterday in Cotuit. Now taking the mound. Mervis was batting 5th, playing third base yesterday. The 0-2 to Rudick. Misses downstairs, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
1 appearance thus far for Mervis this summer. 2 innings pitched, gave up 3 hits, but no runs. 1 walk, 2 strikeouts.
A rising senior at Duke. Made 7 appearances on the mound for the Blue Devils this year. Pitch inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes to the number 9 man, Rudick. An ERA of 2.16 as a junior at Duke. Even count 2-2. Nobody on, nobody out. The pitch. Ground ball, back up the middle. Backhanded by the second baseman. Gonzalez goes to first. Oh, what a play by Nick Gonzalez to get Matt Rudick. One away.
This kid, Nick Gonzalez, can do everything. Best hitter in the league right now, hitting just under 400. And we've seen him make every play at second base in the last couple of days. Everyday starter at second for Cotuit. 3 errors this season, but when he's getting the ball hit to him that often, it's not much.
Back to the top of the order with Braden Ward. First pitch, squares to bunt, pulls it back. Check down to third. Did Braden Ward go? No, he did not, says Bob Bland. Takes a pitch outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you on this Sunday evening. The 1-0 to Braden Ward. Lifted in the air, fairly deep out to right field. Arajanu drifting back, but he'll have plenty of space to make the catch above his cap. 2 away.
Ward just a bit under that one. Almost looks like kind of a 3-4 swing to me, too. Didn't really get all the way through it. And after the leadoff single from Ward, he's over his last 2.
Braden Ward does have some pop. Led off the game against Chatham on Friday with a solo homer, his first of the year. First pitch to Darren Baker. Skips in the dirt, backhanded by the catcher, Pasek. 1 ball, no strikes. Baker hit into a sacrifice bunt in the first, grounded out in the 4th. Nobody on, 2 away, bottom of the 6th. Still no score, the pitch. Ground ball, right side of the infield, a weird hop, taken by Nick Gonzalez, the second baseman, retires his counterpart, Darren Baker. A 1-2-3 inning, and we're through 6. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. The Wareham Gatemen retired in order. No scores, we enter the 7th. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Office Technology Group is a southeastern Massachusetts source for advanced digital copiers, printers, and document solutions. From Toshiba to Epson and everything in between, they've got you covered. Shop now at otgne.com. Large enough to serve, small enough to care. Shop from home year-round on Gatemen.org. You can customize your Gatemen gear from any device, anywhere. We offer a large selection of apparel and unique gifts 24/7, 365 days a year. Hard to find sizes, colors, and styles. Youth clinic registration also available. Visit us today and remember us for holiday gifts at Gatemen.org.
Gatemen Baseball is officially sponsored by Robertson's GMC, the truck professionals. Located just 2 miles away on Cranberry Highway, Robertson's GMC, we are professional grade, power like a pro.
Need physical therapy? Select Physical Therapy works directly with you and your physician to create a plan of care that meets your goals and needs with 6 locations on Cape Cod and more across the country. Select Physical Therapy is the official provider of athletic training for the Wareham Gatemen.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod. So even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape.
First pitch over the outside corner. Arajanu watches it. Count 0-1 from Trent Palmer. Still scoreless in the top of the 7th. Pitch downstairs, 1 ball and 1 strike. We saw Arajanu. Well, we didn't see Arajanu in the last inning, but we almost did. Double play to end the inning. Pitch outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Benjamin Sems making a fine play, turning a double play himself. Arajanu is 0 for 2 tonight. Pitch misses outside. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Just outside, too. Good spot from Trent Palmer.
The 3-1. Slapped foul, 3-2. Gatemen looking to get back in the win column. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Arajanu goes down on strikes. First strikeout for Trent Palmer. That strikeout brought to you by Lang Exafaris and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. 1 away. Nobody on base. 1 out. Top of the 7th. The cleanup man, Mason McWater, takes a pitch low and in. 1 ball and no strikes. McWater 0 for 2. Struck out in the 2nd inning. Flew out to end the 4th. Right down Broadway, 1-1. Parker Chavers on deck. The pitch from Palmer. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Oh, Palmer's in some sort of groove. Ian Bedell was working awfully quickly on the mound. And Palmer feeling it right now. Back into the windup. Here we go. The 1-2 swung on and missed, strike 3. Oh my, Trent Palmer. Back-to-back strikeouts. Another strikeout brought to you by Lang Exafaris and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. 2 away.
Blew the fastball right by him there. And after giving up 2 straight hits in the 6th inning, Palmer's settling in. He's retired 3 straight.
Misses inside to Parker Chavers, 1-0. Nobody on, 2 away, top of the 7th. Chopper slowly right down the first base line. Palmer off the bag, steps on the first base bag to retire Chavers. Palmer with an athletic play and a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the 7th. Trent Palmer rolling. Pitchers on both sides rolling. We're still knotted at 0 as we enter the bottom of the 7th. Stretch time here at Spillane Field. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod. So even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape. South Coast Health Operators of Charlton Memorial, St. Luke's, and Toby Hospitals delivers an unmatched combination of clinical excellence with a personal touch. They are proud to serve as Southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island's only not-for-profit health system, as well as the region's largest employer. South Coast Healthcare, plus something more.
Whether you're brewing a lager or an ale, Stone Path Malt has got you covered. Stone Path Malt, the local provider of quality malt for all your favorite New England craft breweries, is right here in Wareham. For your next night out, stop by their new tap room.
Village Signs of Mattapoisett. They do it all, from logo design, trucks and buildings, to boats. Village Signs has proudly served southern New England for over 35 years. Visit them at villagesigns.inc.com for all your signage needs.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
Matthew Mervis back on the mound for the bottom of the 7th. Still knotted at 0, Wareham and Cotuit. It's been a good pitching duel. Mervis, the second pitcher used for Cotuit. Jackson Wolf went 5. On the Gatemen side, it was Bedell that went the first 5. Trent Palmer has pitched the last 2. Still scoreless. Jacob Teeter, Adrian Del Castillo, Matt McClain. The 3 due up, try to break the ice. 3, 4, and 5 in the Gatemen order. Teeter 1 for 2. First pitch to him. Misses outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Teeter singled in the first inning, was retired on an Adrian Del Castillo inning-ending double play. Flew out in the 4th. Mervis paints the inside corner, 1-1. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you on the Gatemen Baseball Network. The 1-1. High chopper over the mound toward the center of the diamond. Nick Gonzalez lets it go into center field. Jacob Teeter punches one toward the center of the diamond and has himself a leadoff single and a multi-hit night to begin the 7th.
Awkward bouncer up the middle there for Teeter. It almost looked like Gonzalez would have been able to glove that, but he was a couple feet into center field, and maybe a little bit of a miscommunication with Adam Oviedo, the shortstop, as well. And it trickles all the way out to Williams in center for a leadoff single.
Let's see if the Gatemen can capitalize. It's the first time they've had the leadoff man on since the first inning when Braden Ward singled. Adrian Del Castillo, the new batter. Runner at first, nobody out. Check swing, taking over the inside half, 0-1. Del Castillo ended the first inning with a 6-4-3 double play. Reached base on a walk in the fourth, but then was caught stealing, going first to second. Throw back to first. Teeter back to the back. Matt McLean in the on-deck circle. He's 0 for 2. 5 hits tonight for Wareham, just 3 for Cotuit. 2 goose eggs in the runs column. The pitch. Misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Wareham 8-6-1, first in the Western Division. Cotuit right behind him, 7-6-2 this season. Beating Wareham last night in their home ballpark, 11-3. Swung on and missed, strike 2. It's now back-to-back nights with thunderstorms in the forecast, and the thunderstorms passing by with enough time before game time where 2 games could be played. Poked into straightaway center field, and that'll plunk in right in front of Williams for a base hit. Jacob Teeter had to hesitate a little bit, but he pulls in at second base, and Adrian Del Castillo stops at first, and now the Gatemen have tables set with nobody out in the bottom of the 7th.
Del Castillo did just enough there, poked his bat out on a pitch on the outside half of the plate. And the speed of, not even the speed of Dante Williams could get to that ball. Best opportunity the Gatemen have had today since the first inning when they had runners on the corners with only 1 out.
Matt McLean is 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts. Bats here with runners on first and second and nobody out. Let's see if he tries to bunt. Both corner infielders in. Bunted down the third base line. Mervis off the bag, off the mound rather, throw to first. Is off of McWhorter, the first baseman. Just ricocheted right off him. The throw was a little bit offline, but everybody's safe, and now the bases are juiced for the Gatemen.
And I love that from Matt McLean simply because everybody at this stadium knew he was going to bunt. But he didn't just lay one down either right at the pitcher or right in front of home plate. Got it down the third base line. It was a tough play for Mervis. And the bases are loaded for the Gatemen with nobody down.
They're going to rule that an E1, an error on Matthew Mervis, the pitcher. Now Mervis finds himself in a bit of a predicament. Toughest position a pitcher on either side has had to find themselves today. Bases loaded, nobody out. And Benjamin Sems, who's 1 for 2, stepping up to the plate. Teeter at third, Del Castillo at second, McLean at first. Bottom of the 7th, scoreless. All 4 infielders playing in on the edge of the infield grass. Fouled off, 0-1. Sem singled in the 5th. Was left on base, struck out swinging in the 2nd. Batting .343 entering this ball game. Mervis deals from the belt. The 0-1. Waved at and missed. Benjamin Sems badly fooled, 0-2.
And with the infield in, it obviously does a couple of things, but a hard ground ball is going to be tough to play if it's not right at someone. And Adrian Del Castillo at second base with no one there, he's halfway to third when this pitch is thrown. So a base hit here is going to score 2.
Dallas Beaver on deck. Count 0-2. Nobody out. Bases loaded. The pitch from Mervis. Misses outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Sems.
Good hold by Sems. Might have caught the outside corner, but it was low. Good spot from Mervis. That's where you want to put it on 0-2.
No score, nobody out. The 1-2. Line drive back to straightaway center field. Williams makes the catch. Tagging from third, Jacob Teeter. The throw comes in, and the throw is offline. Up the first base line. Teeter scores the first run of the ball game, and the Gatemen break the ice with nobody out, or 1 away now, in the 7th inning. 1-0 Wareham.
And Benjamin Sims does his job. 4th RBI of the season for Sims. Hard hit ball, but deep enough out to center. Scores Teeter. And in what's been a pitching duel here tonight at Spillane Field, the Gatemen get the first run of the game.
Dallas Beaver, the new batter, after that sacrifice fly. Runners on first and second. 1-0 Wareham. First pitch. Taking over the inside corner, 0-1. Beaver 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. The pitch. Chopped foul, right side of home plate. Mervis quickly gets ahead, 0-2. Mike Antico on deck. He's 1 for 2. Beaver a strikeout victim in the 5th. The pitch. Skips inside under the glove of Pasek, but both runners hold at their respective bases, 1 and 2.
Yeah, nothing Del Castillo could do at second base. Ball didn't trickle far. He knew that. Pasek didn't find it for a little bit. Del Castillo might have had a shot, but there's no way he could have known that from second.
Mervis deals from the belt. First base side of the rubber. The pitch. Under the glove of Pasek, rolls all the way to the backstop, and both runners advance 90 feet. Now 2 in scoring position. Double play opportunity gone. And with the Gatemen leading 1-0, Dallas Beaver has a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Del Castillo now at third. Matt McLean at second. Del Castillo singled. McLean reached on an error. 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. 1 run home. 2-ball, 2-strike count to Beaver. The pitch from Mervis. Ripped over the first base line, but foul. We'll do it again with an even count. Mervis with a long look in. Gets the sign from Pasek. The 2-2. Slapped and caught. Oviedo making a play. Throw back to third is in time to double up Adrian Del Castillo and end the inning. What a play from Adam Oviedo. The Gatemen only tally 1 in the bottom of the 7th, but they do break the ice as we enter the 8th. 1 run on 2 hits. And 1 left. After 7, 1-0 Gatemen. Gabe Genovesi will have the call on the Gatemen Baseball Network for the last 2. We'll be right back.
Whether you're brewing a lager or an ale, Stone Path Malt has got you covered. Stone Path Malt, the local provider of quality malt for all your favorite New England craft breweries, is right here in Wareham. For your next night out, stop by their new tap room.
Village Signs of Mattapoisett. They do it all, from logo design, trucks and buildings, to boats. Village Signs has proudly served Southern New England for over 35 years. Visit them at villagesigns.inc.com for all your signage needs.
Wareham gets a run in the bottom of the 7th, first run of the game. 1-0 Gatemen. We head to the top of the 8th. Trent Palmer back out for the 8th inning here for the Gatemen. He'll work against the 6, 7, 8 hitters of the Kettleers. But before we get to that, let's send it to Addison Van Patten on the field.
Hi guys, welcome back to Spillane Field. Now I wanted to talk to you about Trent Palmer. We talked about at this point in yesterday's game, the Wareham Gatemen were down 9-1. Now back today, we are not in that same place. With the issues yesterday, the main issues were not getting in our groove. The Cotuit pitchers were throwing strikes and getting our hitters ready to swing. But today, I talked to Trent Palmer and he said that the pitchers are back and they're ready. They feel like they're in their groove more. The whole bullpen feels like they're in a good tempo. Throwing it back to you guys.
Thanks, Addison. We head to the top of the 8th, 1-0. The Gatemen lead over the Cotuit Kettleers. Trent Palmer back out for this 8th inning. Corey Schmidt, Dante Williams, Adam Oviedo, 6-7-8 hitters due up here in the 8th for the Cotuit Kettleers. Schmidt today, 0 for 2. Flew out to Rudick in right field in the 2nd. Popped out to Antico in left field in the 5th. First pitch, softly grounded toward Baker at second base. Scoops, throws to first in time. 1 pitch, 1 out for Palmer here in the 8th. That'll bring up Dante Williams, who's also 0 for 2 tonight. Williams had his best game of the season against the Gatemen yesterday, 2 for 3 with an RBI, his first multi-hit game of the season. This is his first at-bat against Palmer tonight. He was 0 for 2 against Ian Bedell, the starter for the Gatemen, who went 5 innings scoreless, only allowed 1 hit. First pitch, down low, 1-0 to Williams. Williams grounded out to Baker at second base in the 3rd. Flew out to Ward in center, his last time up in the 5th. The 1-0. Shows bunt, lays it down, third base side. McLean gloves, throws to first in time. What a play by the UCLA Bruin. 2 down here in the 8th.
That ball looked like it could have rolled foul if McLean let it go. That was hugging the line all the way, and McLean charged and made a beautiful play.
McLean, a very versatile player. Plays second, short, third, center field. He said he's most comfortable at second and short. First pitch to the righty, Adam Oviedo. Breaking ball in the outside corner for strike 1. Actually says even though some might, he doesn't really see a big difference between second and short. He likes the middle infield positions. And then UCLA put him in center field for his freshman campaign. 0-1 breaking ball, same spot at the knees over the outside corner. Good pitch from Palmer, 0-2. And then played a little third for UCLA too, and that's what Jerry Weinstein has had McLean do quite a few times here for the Gatemen this summer. Palmer rocks and fires the 0-2. Low and away, 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-0, the Gatemen lead over Cotuit. Quick pace to this game, been a pitcher's duel for most of it. Battle for first place in the West. The 1-2 from Palmer. Did he go around? No, he did not. Pitch missed just low. Adam Oviedo checked his swing. 2-2. Oviedo 1 for 2 tonight. Singled in the 3rd. Grounded out to Baker at 2nd in the 6th. Oviedo was actually the first hitter that Palmer faced. 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 3 for Palmer. Brought to you by Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard. Head to alexblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. 1-2-3, go to the Kettleers in the 8th. We head to the bottom half of the inning. Gatemen lead 1-0. We'll be right back in the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Village Signs of Mattapoisett. They do it all, from logo design, trucks and buildings, to boats. Village Signs has proudly served Southern New England for over 35 years. Visit them at villagesigns.inc.com for all your signage needs.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
Wareham House of Pizza has been serving Wareham and Marion for over 40 years with steak and cheese, pizza, and subs. Located in Shaw's Plaza, head on over for pickup or let them deliver to you.
Beat the heat and join us at Waterways, a water experience unlike any other this side of the bridge. Open daily, head over to the water park on Route 28, the Cranberry Highway.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
Mike Antico, Matthew Rudick, Braden Ward, the 8-9-1 hitters due up here in the 8th for the Gatemen. 1-0 the Wareham lead over Cotuit as we head to the 8th inning. First pitch to the lefty, Mike Antico. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Pitch misses outside, 1-0. Matthew Mervis back out for his 3rd inning of work out of the bullpen for the Kettleers. It's been a pitching duel here at Spillane Field. Battle for first place in the Western Division. 1-0. Popped him up, shallow left. Chavers barely has to move, takes a few steps in, makes the catch. 1 away, and Antico's retired to start the 8th. That'll bring up Matthew Rudick for the Gatemen. No runs on just 3 hits tonight for the Kettleers. 1 run on 6 hits for the Gatemen. And the hits have come in spurts. 2 hits in the 1st, 2 hits in the 5th, 2 hits in the 7th for Wareham. Hitless in the other 4 innings tonight. First pitch to Rudick, jammed him. Shallow pop fly and caught by the second baseman Gonzalez in shallow left. 2 away.
Broke his bat in the process.
Yes, he did.
Oh, that's nice. McWater handed it back right to Matt Rudick.
Bat flew down the first base line. Kettleer first baseman picked up the bat. Braden Ward steps in now. Washington Husky has one of those 6 hits for the Gatemen. Single in the 1st inning. Struck out and popped out to a new in right field since. Ward with that single in the 1st now has a hit in 12 of 13 games this season. He has been excellent in the leadoff spot for the Gatemen. Shows bunt, pulls it back, takes the ball low, 1-0. Ward 1 for 4 with an RBI at Cotuit yesterday. The 11-3 loss for the Gatemen. The 1-0. Fastball paints the outside edge, 1-1. The win for the Kettleers yesterday set up this battle for first place. The Gatemen lead the Western Division by a half game. Cotuit wins tonight. They take over first. Gatemen win. They extend the lead. 1-1, grounded softly toward Gonzalez at second. Fires to first in time. 3 up, 3 down for Matthew Mervis. He continues to roll out of the pen. We head to the 9th. Gatemen 3 outs away from a victory. We'll be right back in the Gatemen Baseball Network.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Wareham 3 outs away from a victory, 1-0. The Gatemen lead as we head to the top of the 9th. Trent Palmer will have to face the 9-1-2 hitters for Cotuit to win the ballgame. Cody Pasek, Nick Gonzalez, Robert Martin, the 3 due up. And Nick Gonzalez on deck, the most dangerous hitter in the Cape Cod Baseball League right now. First pitch catches the outside corner, 0-1, the lefty Pasek. Pasek 1 for 2 today, is 1 hit off of Palmer. 1 out single in the 6th. Palmer sets and deals the 0-1. Hard ground ball towards second. Baker gobbles, throws to first in time. 1 away here in the 9th. Trent Palmer has now retired 8 straight Kettleers. And in steps Nick Gonzalez. Gonzalez 1 for 3 tonight. He's reached twice, reached on an error by Matt McLean at third in the fourth. Grounded out to Sems, the shortstop in the first inning. Singled his last time up in the sixth. First pitch sliced foul out of play down the first base line, 0-1. Gonzalez came into today on a 6-game hit streak, make it 7 after the single. Hitting .583 over that 6-game hit streak, 14 for 24. The 0-1. Breaking ball misses just outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Mervis killed Wareham yesterday, 4 for 5 with 5 RBIs. The 1-1. Hard line drive, one hopper straight to Baker, who got on his knee and made the play. Throw in time, 2 away, and the Gatemen are an out away from a victory.
The pitcher, number 47, Matthew Mervis from Duke.
Matthew Mervis will now step in from the left side for Cotuit. Pinch hitting for Robert Martin. They've killed the DH. Mervis, the pitcher, will hit. 2 down, 1-0 Gatemen, top 9 here at Spillane Field. And out away from staying in first place in the Western Division. First pitch misses low, 1-0 to Mervis. Good play by Darren Baker up the middle on that second out. Didn't really have to dive, but had to drop to a knee and field that hard ground ball. 1-0, catches the inside corner, 1-1. Just 3 hits tonight for the Kettleers. They need 1 here to keep the game alive. The 1-1, chopped right side. Teeter Fields flips to Palmer, who touches the bag, and that's the ball game. Gatemen fans go home happy. 1-0, the Wareham victory over Cotuit. Wareham improves to 9-6-1, and they stay in first place in the West.
Most impressive win this season for Wareham. Wasn't a game where they had a lot of offense. That's been their MO, their offensive abilities all season. Now 2 straight games where the offense hasn't really shown up, or at least up to the standards of this team, what we know they're capable of. But boy, was the pitching unbelievable all night. Just locked down. Started with Ian Bedell, finished with Trent Palmer. The 1-2 combo, best in the league.
No runs on just 3 hits tonight for the Kettleers. The Gatemen get it done with the 1-0 victory. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back to break it all down on the postgame show here on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a club host that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners. One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Back here for the Gatemen Postgame Show from Spillane Field. Gabe Genovesi, Jonah Karp, Addison van Patten will join us as well. And, well, the quickest game of the season, hour 56 minutes. The Gatemen get it done 1-0 over the Cotuit Kettleers. It was a pitching-dominated game. We were in a pitcher's duel for pretty much the entire game. And the 7th inning, bases loaded, nobody out, the Gatemen took advantage.
That was really the only opportunity the Gatemen had all game, and they ended up taking advantage of sacrifice fly, and you know that's a fitting way to score the only run of the game because there were only 9 hits and 1 walk between the two teams. 1 run across, that's why the game lasted less than 2 hours. Just absolute dominance on both sides. Enough can't be said about Ian Bedell and Trent Palmer's combined performance for Wareham.
The Gatemen improved to 9-6-1. They stay in first place in the Western Division. We talked about the pitcher's duel. We talked about the time of this game. It was obviously a clean game. Ian Bedell, 5 innings, no walks. Trent Palmer, 4 innings, no walks. Those two have just been rolling for Wareham.
Yeah, and it's wonderful to watch them pitch. It's really, truly a pleasure to watch them pitch. They work quickly. Trent Palmer was working a little bit slower when he started, but then once he got into a groove, it was like bam, 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 bam. And that's, of course, Ian Bedell's style, and that's why he was rolling throughout the whole game. Every single one of his pitches working. Dallas Beaver getting the start behind the plate. You have to give him credit, too, for working with both of them. I believe that's the first time we've seen Dallas Beaver start behind the plate when both of them were on the mound, because we've seen this dynamic duo before, and maybe, perhaps ironically, perhaps not, that was another shutout for Wareham.
1-0 the final, and Addison Van Patten's on the field with our GBN player of the game.
Addison Van Patten here with Benjamin Sims, player of the game tonight. Now, Benjamin, you had a sac fly, a single. Your bat was alive tonight. Walk me through it.
Oh, I mean, you know, when you get 3 at-bats, you got to cash them in. Both pitchers pitched a phenomenal game. Just got pitches over the zone that I could do something with.
Now, also tell me about that double play that you had earlier that basically sealed the deal on this game.
Oh, you know, that was fun. The guy hit it high, and I didn't think I had enough I had enough time to turn a double play, so I was able to step back and make that. So that was pretty good.
Now, this game actually ran about roughly an hour and 53 minutes, shortest game we've had all year besides, of course, the 4-pitch, half of an inning game. What does it mean to get that quick win over Cotuit after the loss last night?
Oh, I mean, it's a huge deal. Our pitchers did a phenomenal job. Pace of play was great, and coming back after that big loss, it's really motivating and great to have that happen.
Now we're taking on Bourne tomorrow. We haven't played them yet because of the rain, so we will be seeing new talent. What do you expect from tomorrow's performance, and do you think you'll be in the lineup?
I hope so, but we'll see. Whatever happens there. Yeah, new team that we haven't played, so I'm excited to play some baseball.
Well, Jerry's very happy with your performance tonight, so I think we'll be seeing you again tomorrow, and thank you for talking with me. Sending it back to you guys.
Thanks, Addison. Benjamin Sims, the only RBI of the night with the sacrifice fly in the 7th inning. Also had the hit, and the Kansas Jayhawk is still hitting right around 350.
Yeah, he had himself a good game, obviously telling the only RBI. I think you could make a case for the Player of the Game award to go to either Ian Bedell or
100%.
Trent Palmer, or maybe a combination of the two. I mean, that was really the MVP of the game, just lockdown pitching for Wareham.
Lockdown pitching leads to the 1-0 victory. Tomorrow, Wareham, well, they go to Bourne, and we haven't seen Bourne yet this year.
No, we haven't.
Braves 5-8 entering tonight. Quick scoreboard check around the league, and they are currently trailing 3-2 to Hyannis, who is at the basement of the West with just 2 wins this season. So we go to Bourne tomorrow. That's a 6 o'clock first pitch, a little bit earlier at Bourne, and Wareham will try to win their 5th game in the last 6. They've now won 4 of their last 5. So the loss in Cotuit yesterday, just kind of a bump in the road, and they stay rolling tonight.
Little blip on the radar. Excited for the Bourne game. It's a divisional opponent, but the first time that Wareham is seeing them this season. They're going to play Bourne 6 times in the month of July. So we're going to get pretty familiar with Bourne and the Braves, and we'll see how it shakes up tomorrow. It's also on AM radio.
Yeah, 1420 WBSM, New Bedford on AM radio, and of course right here on the Gatemen Baseball Network on YouTube. Once again, your final lines tonight. No runs on 3 hits, no errors, 2 left on base for the Kettleers. 1 run on 6 hits, 1 error, 4 left on base for the Gatemen. Trent Palmer gets the win. Matt Mervis takes the loss in a game that lasted just under 2 hours, hour and 56 minutes. The Gatemen are now 9-6-1, up by 3 points on the Kettleers for first place in the Western Division. For Addison Van Patten, for our producer Javik Blake, for Jonah Karp, so long from Spillane Field.